What's up, guys? Storyverse89 here, back again after, what, 3 months of being gone? I know that was a while, but I'm back now with a, as you can see, brand new game, Satisfactory. I just ran in my conveyor belt. I just got it a few days ago. It's pretty much brand new to me. I'm a little bit into the game, but ultimately I don't have very much. I guess if you consider the space elevator to not be very far into the game. But ultimately, you have to, as it's called, build a factory. And, yeah, exploit all the resources. So, we're going to get into it. I'm going to give you a quick little tour of the facility. And then we'll actually get into harvesting the resources. First stop, we have the iron mining system. So as you can see here, this ginormous mine is drilling up all the iron right here. Oh, I'm gonna go into the smelter. It connects to this conveyor belt, which leads all the iron ore into my smelter, which then smelts it into iron ingots, which then gets put in storage, and the storage feeds into the fabricator, which is not even making iron stuff at this moment, which in fact we are going to fix right now. Because if you look in the corner of the screen, we need an absolutely enormous amount of resources to build the space elevator. And I think I'm going to put it like over here. I think I need to place down the... Oh, it's on my head. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So we'll just... we'll build it over there. For the time being, we will be making iron here. We need like 1,500 in wire. So this is my copper mine. Let me show you where that goes. It leads all the way from over here, all the way past the power station, and it's that thing up there. Yeah, the copper's not incredibly close to me. Bit unfortunate, but at least I didn't have to build a copper mine that goes 4 kilometers away. So, anyway, it leads into the... well, it does the same thing as the other side. It leads into the refinery, goes into storage, then leads into the actual fabricator, which makes the wire. And yeah, so it's kind of backed up right now. Let's see how much is stored in there. A lot. Significantly more than my iron mine. So we are going to start on that wire now because I have way too much of it that needs to be built. So as you see, it kind of just smacks into this thing because I don't need it for anything yet. In fact, I might actually dismantle this. No, wait, what am I doing? I still need that for making cables later. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole place. There's this ginormous ship thing that lands every now and then. And it delivers resources. But yeah, I think we're just going to get into some of the basic construction, do a little bit of a time lapse, because it will take an eternity to get this done. So our first step is to get all the iron we need. Iron plates and iron rods. So I'm actually going to craft a lot of it manually, because it'll take a lot longer if I don't. Oh, and I also forgot to show you the power systems and the power station over there. But yeah, in the meantime, let's do a little bit of iron crafting. Okay, and for all who didn't know that I actually had to hold down the button that entire time while I crafted 300 iron rods. And that's actually one of the fastest craftings you can get, so I might need to consider getting a paperweight to set on my mouse because that takes forever. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to having to do that later. I think that's probably why you need all the factories. Not just for colonization, but also so you don't have to suffer through all that. And it appears I'm going to need a concrete extractor now, or a limestone oh man, English, limestone extractor, because I don't think I can keep doing this manually. I think it's going to take too long. So I think we're going to have to sacrifice some of those iron rods that we just collected and get ourselves one of those miners. So ultimately, it's a portable miner, and I think just some... Wait, it's really that much? No. No, it's not that much, is it? It's telling me it's like 1,500. Hold on. No, okay, it's 10 iron plates. I was gonna say, that's like a ridiculous amount of resources. I don't remember that being that much, but no, it's fine. Okay, and so now we got some more limestone. And now we need 10 plates, which I need more iron for. So we're just gonna grab these off the conveyor belt. The never-ending line of iron. Okay, that should be enough. And essentially, this is going to be our life for a while. Crafting and grabbing stuff off the conveyor belt. Accidentally opened the menu. Now we can craft our miner, which will ultimately give us our limestone production, which I then have to put together all in another section as well. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Limestone miner. Then of course we need cables to connect it. And we also need a... We don't need a smelter for that, we just need a constructor. Which means we have to put together a reinforced iron plate, which is kind of a pain to put together, honestly.
2 hours later.
And boom. Now all we need to do is put down the constructor, connect it to the power core, and we are done with the limestone extraction process. Just get us a conveyor belt. And there we go. Now let's just connect this up to our biomass generators. Right. Is there any power poles that are available? As you can tell, my power system is kind of just a jumble of wires, which is definitely safe and not an electrical hazard at all. But I'm sure it's fine. And then there we go. Concrete. 15 per minute. That's not very much. Oof, that's gonna take a while. I think limestone definitely takes a lot longer to process and craft and all that, so I think we will get a storage container. Oh, I can just build one right now. We will get a storage container to store all the concrete that we make, because it is going to take too long otherwise to just take it out of the processor, because we want it to make everything and then just give it to us later. Not having to manually come back to it in different intervals. So we'll just have it feed there, and we'll come back to it in a little bit. In the meantime, we will add the elevator back to our listing. And I also need to craft more iron rods again. Yay. Alright. And then we can craft some of the iron plates ourselves, but I think most of them are already crafted by the machine and the endless supply of iron that we currently have. So we'll go into another time lapse, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, and we're back. We spent quite a bit of time constructing and ultimately putting everything together, and it's just going to be a pretty long process to finally finish everything. Also, there's a whale thing over there. So, I think that's all for our factory today. Ultimately, it's going to be a long road of production, and hopefully this will, turn out. And I will not take 3 months to make another video again. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.